Don't you ever think about leaving. What's up? What's up, Big Mister? My beautiful wife, Cakes.
I don't know what that was,
Yeah.
but what's up?
Eminem fam, the presenters. What's up, Oding? What's
Welcome,
good with it?
Odin,
Well, you know,
and welcome Elevate with Venus.
for sure, for sure. It's another day above ground, so we thank the man upstairs. We thank y'all for being here with us. I thank you for continuing to put up with me, babe.
We'll see how far it goes to.
Yeah, we will.
So, pump your brakes.
Opinionated E, what's good, my brother?
Welcome, Big E.
And happy anniversary again.
Yes, happy anniversary again. We gave y'all shout outs yesterday. We hope y'all enjoyed your day and many blessings.
It's Mother Monday. You know, we all have people that irk us so bad that we want to say certain things and wish we could strangle them and all that good
Why you
stuff.
keep looking over here as you say that?
I'm not referring to you, love.
We've been on 2 minutes. You had it already?
No, love.
Like,
But you know, like for instance, at the job today, we had some temps. We had some temps at the job today,
it went down, y'all.
and
That's what Mr. said.
one was a female who came to the job with her man. It was a underage Caucasian female.
Underage.
She wasn't 21.
You gotta be 21 to work for your job.
No, but she wasn't 21 and he was like 26, 27. But they were a couple.
Okay.
Out of nowhere, this guy decides to do Mike Tyson to her. She's crying. The police come. He's not there.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. He took off somewhere. I don't know where he went.
He ran when they said the police was coming, or he saw the police coming and ran?
After he Mike Tyson, he ran.
What? Oh, that's a coward. That's a mother plucking coward. Mother pluck you.
And you know, I wasn't up close or none of that stuff. But when the police came and they was trying to get the information and talk to her and this and that, don't you know she turned against the cops, got in her car, tried to run them over and stuff?
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
You ain't tell me that part.
Yeah. What's up, Double H?
Welcome, Double H.
Yeah.
Now wait. How she tried to run the police over?
She got in her car and tried to back out real fast when the cop was walking towards her. He had to be like, hey. Then the other cop car angled it to cut her off and whatnot.
Why?
Because she was ready to go pick up her man.
Oh, that's what she was doing.
Yeah, she's ready to go pick up her man.
Wow.
She ain't care that he
you said she was trying to get locked up.
She ain't care that he had just did that to her. So I'm saying mother F both of y'all. You for accepting that shit and him for doing
it. Ooh, that's some job tea for you.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I really don't.
Y'all be getting it in.
She went to go pick him up. I mean, let's be honest. We've seen it, we've heard it, we've known people who, I mean, they having competitions, slapbox competitions, and be right there the same night. So it happens, but it don't mean it's right.
At work? At work though?
No, at work that was just fucked up.
And the cops come?
Yeah, that was fucked up.
And you try to run him over? And he ran after he stole you? Did he smack or punch?
He punched her. He punched the shit out of her. I ain't seen no blood, but you know, by her being white, she was
real red.
Yeah, real red.
Dang.
Salute, Gen X.
Welcome, Gen X.
And they wasn't even at work a good 4 hours before this happened.
Well, what kind of drugs was they on? They had to be on something. Maybe they was on that train that's going around. No, they wouldn't have been able to work. They was on something. They had to be on something. I bet they won't be returning.
Yep. It sure was right in front of the shop.
Damn. That's crazy. He said no shame. Woo.
Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all know how Big Mister do it. First question of the day. Well, not even a question, something to think about. Just something to think about. Would you please yourself if it meant hurting the one person that loves and actually want to see you win?
What?
Would you do something to please yourself if it will hurt the one true person that loves and wants to see you win?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, back with Tea Time. What's up?
Welcome back with Tea Time.
So you say you would do something. You would do something that pleases you, even if it hurt the person you love.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that loves you.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because I gotta think about myself sometimes.
You gotta think about yourself sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, self gratification. You have to think about yourself sometimes. You know, treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. But I don't know if I would do it at the expense of hurting someone that's truly there and truly. I mean, I don't think I could do that.
So I'm a suffer.
It doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna suffer.
One of us is.
Just because you, I don't know. Sometimes you have. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I ain't gonna change your mind. So, will anybody else do something to please themselves while hurting the person that loves them and want to see them win? Who else seen that? While I'm waiting, who else seen that Chicago? That mess that was going on in Chicago. Yeah, on the news.
That was crazy. And I had looked more into it, like just looked at a longer video, and it was like a mob thing. You know how they do the mob things in Philly, where they just come take over the roads and stuff? That's what they did. But I guess it turned violent. And then in the same instance, 2 kids had got shot, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 kids, and then they went somewhere else in another one. So I'm gonna say Chicago. Them kids that was there. And everybody was like, where was the parents? Where's the parents? Odin said, I mean, if
That's what they all
said, I mean, if they want to see me, if they want me, wait a minute. I mean, if they want to see me and I do something that's going to benefit me, wouldn't I be winning in a sense? Yeah, but I see what you're saying. If they want to see you win and they there for you and you doing something to please yourself, then you winning. But what if it's What if it's something that they don't agree with? Because sometimes we be in situations and doing certain things that ain't no good for us, but we enjoy it. But you see, it's a win for you. Okay.
Yep, it worked for me too. That's what I'm saying.
So how has your day been, Owen? How has your day been? And then again, y'all know Thursday is 420.
420.
Messy.
Welcome, Elizabeth. Bring love on both channels. Yes, thank you. I know that's right.
Messy. You just helped me segue into my next question. What does happiness look like? What does true happiness look like? What's up, Jamie?
Hey, Jamie. Welcome, everyone coming in. Welcome, y'all. Please hit the like button for us on your way in. I'm trying to get my voice right. I sound like I sound like somebody's 1980 Pinto.
I'm sounding like Kermit the Frog.
I sound like somebody's Pinto from 1985.
Oh, and I think everybody been there before. I think everybody been.
Where? Eminem fam. Where?
Doing something that ain't good for us, but we think is good for us because we enjoying it.
Oh yeah. Like what? Like what? I can't think of nothing for me right now. What's something for you?
Yeah, I know, I know, Nate. Something for me is,
He said, "Is that a he or she?"
That's 10.
Okay, he. He said it's the first time seeing my name online. Ha ha ha. I know that's cool, right? Super cool.
Everybody happiness is different. Some is sex, some is money,
Food.
and some not being lonely.
Yes.
Yeah, because cakes always say nobody's meant to be lonely.
We're not put on this earth to be alone.
But being alone is okay, right?
No, it's not okay.
It's not okay?
No.
My you.
Hello, my you.
Why? What?
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Cakes.
I hear people say all the time, it's okay to be by yourself.
That's probably because they're by themselves. Or they was by themselves and they felt okay when they was by themselves. Because I'll say that. But it's really not okay.
Are you saying you're saying it's not okay
we all need companionship.
Because we're not put here to be alone.
Yes, and we need companionship. We don't need loneliness. We need companionship, all of us.
So motherfuck you to being lonely?
No, because everybody know you can be lonely in together with someone too.
True. So motherfuck you to being by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get you a sugar daddy. Get you a snow bunny.
Opinionated E say he finally agree with Messi. Of course, Messi. Yeah, of course. You fan band.
She said, I want to piggyback on y'all topic. What is the topic? Motherfuck you?
Say it.
Or being single?
Which part of my you? About Cake saying
Uncle E.
about Cake saying it's not cool, it's not good to be by yourself, but it's okay to be. Wait a minute. She said it's not cool to be by you. Oh, the topic is this one is what's true happiness? And Cake said no, Messy said not being alone is one of her answers. And I say Cakes always says we're not meant to be alone. So I asked her, so is it mother F you to not being alone? She said no, because you can be lonely in a relationship, which I say that too. But she said mother F you to.
I think she wanted me to say get you a sugar daddy.
That ain't what she wanted
to say. Or a snow bunny.
That ain't what she wanted you to say.
That's what she wanted to hear.
No, she didn't. I beg to differ. Jamie say, I beg to differ. I'm good being solo. I go through all the same emotions being in a relationship. So shit. FML, I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I feel you. I can understand that. I can understand that. Especially for you to say that you being single and still going through emotions as you was in a relationship. Oh my goodness. What's true happiness in a relationship?
Well, when I posed the question, it wasn't just in a relationship, it was just period. It was just period.
I think true happiness in a relationship is someone's love language and communication. Probably communication, because once you communicate, you'll find out what that love language is, and you'll profess it, and they'll feel good. Because my love language is like gift giving. I love to give gifts, but I love to receive gifts too. But it can't be anything. It has to be thought worthy. So that's just something.
What if I said?
But that's basic. Pretty basic.
What if I said? I think to me, true happiness could be falling asleep in each other's arms. Because you end in the night in an embrace with someone that you love. You made it. You made it home.
So, okay, yeah, right.
It can be a slew of things, in my opinion. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. There's no right answer, but I would like to see. I asked because I wanted to see the different opinions.
Big E said that's why you solo.
Now, don't kill me. Don't unalive me, y'all. But I'm gonna ask the question, and the answers that I give, that if y'all don't say what they say, this come offline right here. This right here. I don't know who they asked. Don't know the nationality or anything of what they asked. But I mean who they asked. But here's the question. Top 3 traits that women find attractive in men.
Teeth is one.
Teeth?
Yes.
Okay.
You gotta have nice teeth.
Okay.
I would say your hands.
Hands. Okay.
You know, you gotta have them big hands. See what you're working with.
See.
Sorry. I shouldn't have said that out loud. I didn't mean to say that out loud. I done said too much.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, wait, where did the Pinto go? Where did the 85 Pinto go? I think it's a Corvette now.
You,
I'll let someone else get the last one.
you said teeth and hands.
Yes, your hands and your teeth.
I don't.
What's the
I don't know.
question again?
What's the top 3 traits that women find attractive in men?
Hey, Star.
What up, Star? Jamie say teeth,
Welcome.
shoes, and knowledge.
I love my husband's height, 6'1", his green eyes, and curly locks. Woo! I know that's right.
No, I hear. My you say structure, maturity, go getter. Y'all got some good answers. Y'all gonna be disappointed though. And like I say, I don't know who they polled, but y'all answers seem better than their answers. Here we go. Y'all ready? You ready?
Mm-hmm. What happened to Aaron?
As of February 2023, the top 3 traits that women find attractive in men. I ain't saying I agree with any of them, but I'm gonna say it. 1, they look at a man and assess if they're a good parental investment.
Really?
That's what it says.
Damn. That quick?
They
Parental investment. You looking to have kids sooner you meet somebody.
This what it say. Number 2. I guess no, nobody said anything about that. So what is the age range? They really didn't give an age range. Number 2, resource and provision.
Okay.
So I guess you can say knowledgeable or go getter. I guess you can. Yeah, I mean, and the third one is if they'll have attractive children.
Damn. That where did that come from?
I don't know.
People don't look at people and want to have kids right away. I hope not.
This is what it says. I was very specific when I asked it, and this is what it says.
I see Big E put a picture up, got the grill thing going on.
So first of all, you look at somebody to see if they're gonna be a good parent, which is crazy. If they'll be a good parental investment,
which is the same thing.
Resource and provision, I can go for that. But if I make good children, and you know what's crazy, because I ain't gonna say nothing, because back in the day, females used to always say they want a light-skinned dude with curly hair and green eyes.
Like Star's husband.
Or mixed, so they can have a mixed kid.
Well, my husband got curly hair. It looked like it's locked, but it's not. It's just so good it don't lock. His eyes change colors too.
Oh, did you say that last one was yeah. Yep. So we're gonna move. So we're gonna go to this next one. Superficial, yeah. I don't. What is it? but husband be getting on my nerves. Them traits be out the door sometimes.
That's funny. Oh my goodness, that's funny. I feel you on that too. So what have we on that?
Yeah, we got wraps right here.
It's one in here.
Okay, here it goes. This is the next one I wanted to bring up.
If you got it, light it.
You ready? It's a post. I'm gonna read the post. If you agree, say you agree, but just don't say you agree. Give me a little input on a little bit of why you agree. A little bit of why you agree. Here we go. I'm reading the post now. It says, "No, let me make sure my mouth don't get stuck together. No, that good weed give you cotton mouth. No woman wants to be mad all the time or called negative. But fellas, y'all dudes have to realize that women react off the way you move. Stop being stuck in your ways, pointing out her every flaw when you haven't took a look in the mirror at yourself. You want to be catered to and respected as a man, but you can't respect your own woman. Don't try that reverse psychology and act like she's the problem.
Wow.
As a man, you only have 3 jobs. Just keep her happy, provide, and protect. Do that and the world is yours. I promise you there is nothing that a woman wouldn't do for you. Fellas, take note." Now you'll say, right?
That's a good one. That's some truth right there. That's some truth right there. Happy wife, happy life.
Opinionated E say he disagree.
I don't know. What is there to disagree to? It's.
Mayu says, sound like someone needs to reevaluate their relationship. What did I get from that? I'm not gonna say I don't. I agree with the overall sentiment of it, but I hear undertones. In the undertones I hear, and I may be nailed to the cross for it, but the undertones I hear from it, I hear that she could be a toxic problem.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm lit.
The
wording, the tone of it.
So we're talking about telling the men to act right, but it's the woman that really got the issue.
No, like, I'm talking
how
about.
Does it go there?
How does it go there?
Yeah. How does it go there?
Because by the tone of that letter, it was a basic, shallow thinly veiled jab shots.
I get it.
It wasn't anything personalized, direct.
So why would you direct it towards the woman?
I'm just talking. Because she, yeah, she seemed like she could be the problem.
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, did anybody opinionated E?
Maybe that's what my you said.
Oh, did anybody get that same feel from that letter that I did?
My you did. She said, "Sound like you need a relationship check. Sound like someone needs to reevaluate their relationship."
So we hit the 31-minute mark. I hope y'all liked the live. We're gonna drop the link. Come up, say mother F you to whoever you want to say it to. If you feel like it, hit the link, come up, speak your chat.
Speak your chat.
We're about to drop the link. Or if you just want to talk about whatever, if you got something to say, you know how it go. We're gonna drop this link. All right, the link is in the chat.
Hit the like button. Welcome everyone coming in. If you're in the replay, what's
Rewatch
up?
us.
Comment purple if you're at this point and you're in the replay. Comment purple. Because it's almost Taurus season, and you know that's your girl's favorite color, purple.
Yeah.
So, also, a little quick announcement, like Mr. made earlier, 420 is approaching, so we will be doing something. We'll probably show our face, so I hope to see you guys there. Drinks with cakes will be arriving as well, so we just want to have some fun.
So 420, y'all know what it is, Mr. Cakes, Magic Marijuana. Y'all know what it do. Opinionated E.
Welcome, Opinionated.
How y'all doing this evening?
We easy.
Good.
Man. man. See, what gets me about that is because, everybody keep talking about relationships. Everybody keep talking about you do 50, I do 50, and it's 100. No, it's supposed to be you give 100, I give 100. So it ain't gonna be all on the man to do everything. No, women got to do the same thing. I mean, if you expect me to be this way, then I expect you to be this way. But everybody want to say please the woman and everything will be great. How is that? You can walk around all day pleasing your woman and you'll be unhappy. And if you're unhappy, then what? It's still not gonna work. So if you're pleasing me and I'm pleasing you, then we're both happy. It ain't all about one person or the other person. And that goes whether a woman or a man. You can't spend 100% of your time trying to please your spouse. It has to go both ways. And anybody that think that if you spend your time pleasing them, then you can get pleased, something wrong with them. They need to come down to my school of psychiatry because I got something for them.
So it's like, so what basically we're just saying is there is a lot of people say, please, happy wife, happy life. If you have to earn that reward instead of it being given freely.
And see, that's the problem. Because just like if you have to earn it, she have to earn it. Because why am I just gonna go out here and spend my whole life focusing on making you happy? Then how am I gonna be happy? Let's say your wife like to go to the club, but you don't like to go to the club. But because she like it and you want to keep her happy, now you go somewhere where you feel uncomfortable. Or if your wife like fish for dinner, but you can't stand the way fish smell, but because she like it, you want to go out there and get fish for dinner.
You without
No,
opinion.
it's got to.
You breaking up? We can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And what you were
Can you
saying?
hear me?
Hear you
I'm
now?
saying,
Yeah.
yeah, it's got to be a two-way street. It can't be all on one person to please another person. That'll never work. And that's why, if you look at it nowadays, that's why so many relationships are failing because people got this thing in their head now: happy wife, happy life. Yeah, okay. You make your wife real happy, but then you know what? Jim Bow down the street gonna make her even happier.
Mm, mm. Messi says it depends on what role you played during the dating trial. So Messi,
See, we
and
passed the dating.
you.
We passed that.
So she says the role you played transitions to the next phase of the relationship.
No, because that's the thing. I'm gonna ask you a question, and this is for everybody out there that's listening. Now, how many times when we first meet a woman, okay, we out there, we opening car doors, we bringing them flowers, we doing all of this to appease them. So if we doing all this in the beginning, that means I showed you this, and that means you see what I'm capable of doing. But what? So should that be enough? I showed you, but no, it's not enough. They want you to keep on and keep on and keep on. But then, what are you getting in return? You get the smart mouth as soon as you don't agree with them. You getting the attitude just as soon as you say, "Well, I think we should go left," or "You think we should go right." You driving down the street and you going too fast. You going too slow. You need to do this. Come on now. I mean, no, that'll never work. You cannot spend your whole life focusing on pleasing somebody else. You can't. It'll never work.
Messi say no, relationships is failing because of social media.
I agree there.
I can't agree with that.
I agree there. It's right. It's happening right
I
before our
mean, maybe
eyes.
some, but no, I can't. Nah, not totally. No.
You,
Yeah.
you know why relationships are failing?
What's that?
People look at TV and social media and they get an idea of what they see on TV and social media, how good people make their life look. Like
Can't hear you.
Claire and he could get in a fight. I said, "Hey, when you was watching TV when you was coming up, did you ever see Claire and Heathcliff get in a fight?
Uh, no.
Did you ever see them truly disagree?
Right.
What up, King Mike? I don't think so.
That's my point. People,
Have they ever
we,
have they even disagreed?
no, that's my point. And people want this to be, this is a reality. And that's what they look at stuff like this and they think, oh, that's the way it's supposed to be. Cause you know him, you know, he Jello pudding pop. If she get mad, hey honey, I'll go get you a Cooper ice cream. Come on now. No, if you mad at me, you know what? You better turn over and go to sleep and leave me alone.
Messi says, no offense, Uncle, Uncle E. Seems like you're demonstrating your personal experiences and your bad romance off on everybody else that may or not be in a relationship or certain situations.
Woo. Oh boy. You know what? I knew I was gonna end up getting mad at her again tonight. Yeah. I
Her nickname is Messy.
Perfect right
Okay,
there.
Messy Moselle, aka Elizabeth. Ain't her
Mm.
name.
Well, I guess you can only speak from experience, but you can't hold everybody to the fire like you would hold a person who did you wrong. So you can speak from experience. I understand that, and that doesn't mean you're categorizing in everybody that same way. So I mean, Yeah, I mean, you have to speak from experience. You can speak from seeing somebody else go through it, but uh, you still there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
So yeah,
You know I ain't going nowhere because Miss Moselle. Oh, I'm sorry, my niece Moselle.
Mm.
You know, I think what she about 22 or 23.
I think Messi a little older than that.
I don't know. I don't think she lived long enough yet. Cause I live in the real world, and in this real world, y'all got to please each other. See, she guess she one of the ones that she just want to be catered to. And I'm sorry, it don't happen like that. If you want me to
Breaking up, opinionated. You breaking up. We can't hear you.
I said, if you want me to cater to you, then you have to cater to me. It has to be an equal process.
We got Messi coming up. Messi.
Welcome.
Hey, why you gonna be mad at me? Why I gotta be the problem child? Why I gotta be the problem child, Uncle
Yes,
E?
what I miss.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you the one that keep on. I mean, I mean, so I guess your husband cater to you, huh?
No, I didn't say that.
He do
I
whatever you
said
want.
no. I said it depends on what y'all did in the dating trial because some people don't know how to communicate, and that's a big problem. So if a man was trying to please a woman or vice versa, and now she's stuck trying to get her needs now, that's a bigger problem. A lot of times, we just some people are just excited about being in love that they don't know how to communicate their personal needs. So when it comes down to it, it gets a frustration.
But is that what you got from that letter? From that post?
Who posts?
She won't even listen to the post.
No, I was in and out. I was driving.
See, what the post basically said is that the man is supposed to make sure his woman is happy. As long as she happy, he'll be happy. That's in a nutshell what it said.
Yeah, basically. But the tone of the letter.
That's my point. Cause they act like it's a requirement. Well, no, who wrote this?
I can't give a name up.
It is definitely a requirement to be catered to.
What?
Huh?
What's
Oh,
the
Miss Cakes. You
necessary?
know what?
No,
You know what? I had an unprofound respect for you, but you know what? I gotta turn it off.
I mean, I was being quiet because I don't agree. But until Messi comes back, because I think she's having some issues. I hope you get home safe before you get on here, Messi, if you're driving. But I just want to say there's perks that come with being married.
Oh,
And I think catering to your spouse, both of y'all, not just one sided. I think that's a perk. Like who don't
no.
want to be catered by their love?
You see, it's a difference in being catered to and what the letter said. The letter basically said it's mandatory
It
if
is
you want to be
mandatory.
happy as a man
It
that I
is.
gotta make you happy as my wife.
You do.
No,
that
no,
shouldn't be. I don't agree with
no, no,
I
no.
mean, would you say the
Oh,
same thing?
no.
No, because I'm
We
trying to make
we
you
have
happy
to cater to
regardless.
each
You don't
other.
have to do nothing. You don't have to do anything for me to try to make you happy. I'm gonna do that regardless.
Right. And you're supposed to do the same thing. But it's to the point now that what's happening is a woman just sit back and expect the world and don't want to give up nothing. Because
Yeah,
that's our job.
yeah,
It's the job of the man. They're like, it's the job of the man to take out the trash. It's the job of the man to bring the groceries in. It's the job of the man to pay for the groceries. It's the job of the man to go out and kill the bull, cut the bull, and then cook the bull.
And then
So,
take the
I mean,
that's
what
trash
is her
what
out.
job?
I used to say.
Then take the trash out once they dump all them.
My mom used to say that exact thing. That's an old
But
type of saying.
but what is her job? What? Put it on the plate?
Cricket, cricket.
You know, I would. I ain't trying to get nailed to the cross.
No, we already know how we feel.
I was
We
thinking.
already we have communication, we have understanding,
I know that.
and we definitely cater to each other, and I love it. I like to cater to my man, and he definitely caters to me. He rubs my feet almost every night. That's enough for me. But I'm just saying, like, it's you can say what you want to say. That's what I'm saying. Don't
I know
don't
that, babe.
yeah, say what you want to say. You do any other night, so why tonight?
Like I
But
said,
I'm gonna ask you a question. So you right. He catered to you, right? Um, but I don't think I seen him one morning. He ain't come to work without a sandwich.
That's another thing. I get up
See?
with my babe. I get up, make sure he good before he go to work.
Okay, and then if he come home for lunch, then what? He got lunch, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So that means y'all doing for each other, right?
yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Y'all doing for each other.
Oh yeah.
But
Yep.
that's not what that letter said. The letter said he got to do for you in order to make you happy, and then
But
you'll
but
consider.
they do.
Then you'll consider making him happy.
Yeah. Yes.
No,
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 no.
that's not the
My
way it
you,
works.
my you said right now, safe to say, I'm taking over the man role. It is required of me, and I still cater to my husband.
You taking over the man role?
But that's a good thing. I mean, because if you got a woman that, because you know what, that man could be hurt, he could be
Right?
just
Oh, she
unemployed.
said she's doing that like now in real time.
Right. That's right. And I mean, and maybe it's something going on that the reason why she had to do that, and that's the way it should be.
And that's
I mean,
that's
but
commendable.
not with these, not with some of these women out here now. No, if you can't afford to take care of me, then you know what? They gone. They on to the next one. On to the next one.
Well, that's probably best for him. It probably wasn't meant to be, and you could just count that as a blessing. That's what I would say, because you know if you want to be with that person or not, you will stick it out. You will go through them struggles because you know it's not gonna last. I mean,
Well, prayers
yeah,
up,
basically.
prayers up, prayers up, my
You
you.
see what she said? He has a situation, and that's the reason why she has to do it. And I commend her because
Yeah,
she's doing that. Because most people would have left.
Yeah, yes, big props to you, Maya. My fault for misunderstanding.
you right. They're not real women in my opinion either, my you. If they was to do, I mean,
That's right. Because I'm gonna tell you this, just like when I got hurt on my last job, my wife held it down, and I was out for like 9 months, but she held it down the whole time. And you know what? See, that's a real woman. And then it won't about pleasing her because you know what? She was. I mean, she at one point she almost had to help me walk.
Hmm.
But you can't find that nowadays. Like I said, that's what that letter's saying. It's basically what it's telling me, or what I'm taking from it is, well, if you can't do what you're supposed to do as a man to make me happy, yeah, I'm gone, or I'm gonna make your life miserable.
That's what happens.
But why? Like I said, you
I
know why?
think it's hereditary.
Because of the Cosby Show.
I think it's hereditary. It's what we grew up, it's what we seen. I mean, everybody didn't watch the Cosby Show.
But you said it's from what we seen. Because I seen my granddaddy
Yeah,
take
real
care
life,
of
exactly.
my grandmama. And that's the thing. So I was instilled in my head that a man has to be the provider. He has to take care of everything. He has to. If he don't, then he's not a real man. But you know what? That's not true nowadays. Because nowadays we got some women that make just as much or even more than the man. So we take care of each other. So that's like I get paid one week, my wife get paid the next week. So the week I get paid, I do whatever. The week she get paid, she do whatever. We take care of each other. We make sure each other's happy and they got what they want. It
Mhm.
ain't no I gotta take all my money and just spend it on you and you take your money and do what you want to do. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. We need to come out of that philosophy that to be a good man, your job is just to take care of me and make sure that I got what I need. But when I get paid, I'm going to the nail shop and the beauty shop and the devil with a bill. We can live outside.
That's what some people got arranged though. Some people have that type of arrangement.
Well, where the man pay everything.
And she spent her money in a nail salon or on beer or at the strip club. Probably not, hopefully not the strip club, but wherever she's spending it.
Right. But
Sometimes it's set up that way.
if you rich, of course. But if you are a blue collar worker, such as myself, it's a two-party situation. It takes two people to run a household nowadays. Now,
Yeah.
back in the 60s and the 70s and even the early 80s, one guy could do it by himself. I know because I did it. But
Hmm.
nowadays, no. With the cost of rent and the cost of everything else, especially if y'all got two vehicles because two people got to drive and go to work.
Hmm.
No, so that's what I'm saying. It's a joint effort nowadays. And as long as people understand that, it'll be better. Then everybody will be happy. Not just you, not just her. Everybody will be happy because we're doing this together. We
Dou-
struggle together, we rise together.
Right. Exactly. I know
Double
that's
H
right.
says not
I'm
every.
gonna put that on a shirt.
Double H says
You
not.
should put that on a shirt, babe.
Uh-huh. Not every female thinks the same way. However, it depends on how new the relationship is. It's also a female's
Welcome back, Messy.
expectations. I
Thank
Oh
you.
no.
I
Oh Lord.
I see where you coming from, Double H.
Read that again.
You really back up here?
Because it's not every
Really?
Yes,
female.
Uncle.
Double H said not every female thinks the same way. However, it depends on how new the relationship is. It's also a female's expectations.
Yes,
See,
double H.
and that is the problem, is their
Yes.
expectation. That's the way that they was raised. That's where the ball is dropped at because we need to start teaching each other the simple thing. I mean, hey, we need to be here for each other. I mean, hey, if we don't, if you got your ways and you want what you want, and if I got my ways and I want what I want, it ain't gonna never work.
You know, do you think that's because of our mate? You say it's how we was raised,
Right.
or how they were raised.
How,
But
both of us was
it,
raised.
it had to be in their makeup in order for them
Well,
to raise us that way.
can I say something?
Of course,
And
messy.
it's not what we want, what we saw as we growing up, because I seen something totally different. I had a lot of elders that lost their husbands, so they had a different point of view that they would had done different. They wouldn't got married early. They wouldn't there's sometimes people they teach us wisdom. Like, hey, You don't have to settle for a man that does less. So it's not that we've been growing up and we have this thing. Some of the elders, they just looked at life different. That taught some of the younger girls certain things. And sometimes when those two worlds clash, we seem stuck up. We seem like we always want, you know, the top of the top, and that's not the case. We just know that our great auntie didn't want us to shell peas because her husband was drinking all night. She
You know
didn't want
what,
us to
message?
have a lot of babies because he didn't know what to do with his time. She was stuck with 5 or 6 kids. You know, by the time she was 18, they seen that and they try to avoid that from us as possible. And now we have a generation that is bouncing off like, no, if you're not making this many figures or you don't have this, I don't want to talk to you. It's because they probably heard stories.
But they don't. They
You,
don't have any of that though.
but you know what? No, hey, Mister, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you where the problem came in at, and the problem came in at, as us as men. And just like I went to the last time, I'm gonna bring it up because I'm a man and I'm gonna say it, and I can't stand. Well, I ain't even gonna call them men, they boys. But if you got a woman that is she's staying out the projects, and you living in her house, and you playing video games, and you driving around in a Mercedes Benz, and you ain't got no job. No, the woman allowed it, but now you won't have expectations. Where expectations come in at when y'all was the ones that started allowing this dude to come and lay up around your house and do this and do this? What was the expectations at then? When you got 4, 5 kids and you living out the projects, what was the expectations? No, y'all dropped the expectations and settled for what you got. But now it's to the point that now women want to be back strong again, and they like, you know what? Well, I don't need you. I can do this on my own. But then you expect the man to conform, but you let it stand. You let him do what he wanted to do for so long. How is he gonna conform now? He got to be retaught because guys that are old didn't do that. They went to work, they paid their bills. Yeah, some of them came home and got drunk out of their mind because they had a hard day at work, they had a hard day, everything. Yes, they did. But they was there and they was providing until the woman finally started, like, you know what? Well, I don't want you because you work and you drink. I'd rather have this dude to sit here that don't drink, but yet instead he home all day with me, watching the
Well,
kids while I'm at work.
Well, that's where you go where, some women, like I said, certain, when Mr. had that question earlier, talking about what is the picture or how do happiness look? Some of those
Hmm.
women just like to have somebody that is their does that mean that are they wrong? No, because somebody probably told them a pair of dirty pants is better than no pants. So
Yeah.
that's where their mind is at. That doesn't mean that everybody's mindset is like that or every guy. And some guys it's just easier. They just know how to manipulate a certain situation because they watched their mother allow somebody else to do that. So he knew how to do their game.
I can agree
Because
there too.
And I can agree with that. And the same token is on the other foot. Some women know how to manipulate the situation to get what they want out of the situation. Because how many women out here, hey, hold on, what's that word that my son told me the other day? Oh yeah, y'all got bags now. And
What?
I was
Hmm.
like, what is a bag? A grocery store bag? A trash bag? What you got? Oh, kind of find out. Oh, I got my own money. I don't need you.
well,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna tell you something. When I was growing up, bags was never something to brag about. Brags means you got problems. So
Well,
that's
not now.
yeah, but I don't use bags. Okay, I got a bag. No, I got a bank account. Okay, that's totally different. Okay.
Well, can you let me
Um,
hold something?
what you need?
You know what?
Double H says sometimes it might be a female thinking and hoping that the man will man up without him having to be told.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that too.
You know what?
It
I
never
guess
happened. It'll
this
never
is the
happen.
second time I'm gonna say this tonight. I actually agree with her.
So I'm invited to the cookout.
Man, I don't say that too often.
Okay,
'Cause my opinion is the only thing that matters.
here go the next one. This for everybody. Can you tell me what they say make up male and female traits? What is the traits of a male and the traits of a woman?
Do we even have that now? Because
No,
everybody is like, I just have to go
Everybody
by
has
that.
switch roles. All the men is
Yeah.
feminine and all the women is masculine.
let
The
me
roles
tell
have
you
been
something,
reversed.
Big Mister. I think you need to move on from that question because that's a no,
I'm
no.
gonna read what's said.
That's a question that you can't do because the thing is now you got women as being men and you got men as being women.
Mm.
So,
They make up is what it was when they came in this world. Regardless,
but
No.
but it makes no difference.
I
They
know
come in
it
this world. They
no,
come in.
it don't
They
matter.
come in as Adam,
It don't matter.
but now they Rebecca.
It don't matter.
No. I
They
mean,
come in
are
as
we?
Adam. They going out as Adam.
But are we just talking about not like the lifestyle? Are we just talking about a general man and woman relationship and what they bring to the table?
So
Because be honest with you, everybody is doing the exact same thing. It shouldn't be like nowadays. If you're single, be honest with you, you're doing male traits automatically. You get what I'm saying? It's not like you can call up a
Not
guy and say,
necessarily.
"Hey, neighbor, hey, can I borrow your husband to take out my trash?" No, we're taking out our own. You know, women are actually going to get their car inspected. Um, you know, hey, neighbor, can I borrow your husband to get my car inspected? Yeah, we're not doing that. So we have to take the general role. Once upon a time, men would only be paying the bills and writing checks. Now, women, we're doing that.
Yep.
Single or not single. We're
Okay.
just
What about the men that's coming home, cooking dinner, doing laundry, and all that other stuff?
okay.
That's my
Ain't
If he
nothing
was
wrong with that. I don't. You saying something wrong with that?
no. I'm saying
Oh,
we all do it.
yeah.
yeah, if he was
We,
single, he would still have to do it.
Well,
I know you could do
no,
it even if you're married.
I'm not single.
Right.
Because if I
Um,
come home and my wife is tired
You
and
do.
she like, oh honey, I didn't get to do the laundry today, then you know what? All right, baby, I got it.
What?
You already let them know I do. Stop playing. My way.
You do not do. You, Mister used to do these things. Now you don't do nothing.
I don't cook.
You
I
cook
don't
once
wash
in a
clothes.
while.
I don't.
Well, you know why he don't do it?
Your
Because you
work,
spoiled him.
your work clothes piled up, and I didn't see him that one time. He washed
Oh
clothes
my goodness.
about 2 weeks ago. One time he
Cake,
threw all his clothes to
Cake's
wash.
face shaking right now. Cake's
Hey,
face.
Miss
No,
Cakes.
I'm just saying, if
Cake-
that's the
Cakes
case, then
is
help
fake
me fold
shaking.
some of these clothes.
No, I ain't doing
Miss
no
Cakes.
folding.
Help me.
I ain't doing no folding. I
Hey,
wash.
Miss Cakes.
Then
I
help
wash.
me.
I cook. I do that. I ain't folding.
But you know what? Hey, Miss Cakes.
That's what
If you spoil him, then you can't complain about it.
I'm not complaining for real, because
You spoiled him.
honestly, if I ask him to do it, I guess he will do it.
Wait a
You
minute.
guess?
You know, my spice rack's still not put together, so I don't know.
But
What
you
to
ain't
say.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, now you act like I gotta be asked
Well, I do have to ask sometime, baby.
Well, did you put it together yet?
No,
sometimes.
he didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess you do got to be asked then, because you ain't did it.
Sometimes you heard
Sometimes
that.
it's a spice rack, man.
I know, right? And it's so simple.
Uncle E, you act like you don't got a task to do right now at the house.
Man, let me tell you something. I got so much to do around the house right now. I just play sleep.
Oh, that's what it is.
You daggone right.
Mm.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I started snoring. Cause my honey-do list is so long it don't make no sense.
Double H, I like that.
That's crazy.
It's
You gotta
cooking.
Get some of that stuff taken care of.
It's cooking feminine. It's washing the car masculine. Everything is
How
not.
can
Everything
cooking be
is
feminine
no,
when
no.
you gotta eat?
She asks. Everything is not a male or female role.
Right. Now I ain't gonna be washing no car. Like,
See?
Some
And I
days
guess
you gotta
and I guess you ain't gonna be taking out no trash neither, huh?
no, I got a car wash. So you go inside the car wash. I'm not manually washing no car. I'm 5'2". No. No.
Why ain't nobody tell you get an SUV? You should got a little Pinto. Then you can reach over the top.
It's actually
No.
better to hand wash your car than send it through the machines all the time. That mess you
Yeah, it is.
Double H, I love cooking. So I wouldn't care if they did think it was feminine. I ain't gonna stop me.
right. I know
Hey, you know what? And y'all know I love to cook. That's my passion. I'd rather cook than go out here and work every day.
Yeah,
I can't wait to meet you, Uncle E.
Shoot. So I don't think that's a masculine or a demasculine thing. Cooking is a passion.
Yeah.
yeah.
Cooking is a necessity. You
Yeah.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
you gotta eat.
Okay, they got McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, 4 for 4, 1 for 1, or whatever they got.
Open all night.
Hey, depends on where you at. Some of them open all night. Or 7-Eleven, you get a hot dog.
Oh yeah, 7-Eleven. They come in handy sometimes. 7-Eleven.
I'm finna go ahead and give y'all this right here. This I'm gonna read both of them first before y'all say something. This right here, I ain't gonna say what is what. Y'all should know from what the description. Competitive, aggressive, self-reliant, ambitious, decisive, directness, empathetic, nurturing, sensitive, selfless, creative, and forgiving.
Well, the first one probably be a man, and the second one be a woman.
Yeah. That's the traits they say that make up a man.
Okay,
And
let me
a
ask you a
woman.
question. So, I work with women, and that first list was all women.
That explains it.
And no, this is real talk. And the men are more forgiving, more caring about certain situations than a woman. A woman is very vicious, and they don't care if anything. So when you read that, I saw about 7 women in my head. Not like that. I saw 7 women that was very aggressive. But I could, that's just dead.
So you could apply that first to the females. I guess women see women different. So they may see the in a competitiveness that men see in women.
I gotta go to preacher mode. Okay, so can I bring my preacher mode in now?
Go ahead.
Okay. See, That's what the problem is because God designed a woman to be the nurturer. He designed the woman to be forgiving. He designed the woman to be the lover. He designed the woman to be all of these things. And that's what the problem is because we got too many men there that are trying to do that. That is not their job. That's what the problem is with us today. We got too many women trying to do the man's job and too many men trying to do the women's job because apparently we confused in our statute. That's
Oh,
what the problem is.
okay.
We
All right.
confused.
Let me ask you a question,
That's what I
opinionated. Let
said
me ask you a
from the
question,
beginning.
opinionated. So, if a father doesn't switch on his nurturer role to bond with his son because
Oh,
him
oh,
being stern would make him shut down.
see,
You
that's
saying he
where
shouldn't do that?
no, see, that's where it's misconstrued. Because the thing about being a nurturer and about being a father is two different things. A mother is the one that's going to be there regardless of, when you go out there as a little boy and you hurt your knee. Your
She doesn't
mother's the one
have
that
to
you're going
be
to
though.
come to.
She doesn't have to be. The
Your
father
mother, listen to what I'm telling you now. Your mother is the one that's gonna come there and kiss you on the knee and say, "You know what, baby, it'll be all right." Your dad is the one that's gonna say, "You know what, you need to get up here and let's go do this again."
not necessarily.
That's the point. That's the reason why we're failing as a society today.
I can't agree with that
What
part right there.
and
Not
you
right
know what? And that's the reason why.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Because as a man, we have to teach, especially our black men of today. We got to teach them.
But we don't have to be stern to do it.
Yes, we do.
No,
You
we
have
don't.
to be. No,
We
yes,
can
you.
be direct and mean what we say, but we
No,
ain't gotta
no.
be stern.
That is stern. What do you think direct? I mean, what you're saying is it's stern. Look it up. It's stern, meaning that I'm not wavering on what I'm saying. Is this is the way that you should handle this. This is the way, and you know what? And I'm gonna teach you the right way to do this. I'm gonna teach you the good way to do this. That's being stern as a father. I'm not saying you need to be abusive, slap the boy across the head and do all that. No, that's not stern. That's abusive. What I'm saying is stern is a man that grab you by the hand and say, "Look here, son. Yeah, that hurt, but you know what? You're gonna go through life and you're gonna get hurt a lot worse than that. But you need to suck it up." That is called being stern. But for you to go over there and kiss him underneath, oh, baby, it'll be all right.
No,
No,
not that.
that's
It,
nurturing. That's what the mother does. That's why God designed Adam and Eve with two different things to do. Eve's job was to nurture her child, to love her child, to show her child. And a father, yes, you
what's
love him,
up,
but you
bro?
loving him with
Welcome,
sternness.
welcome.
You showing him, look here, when you get out here in this world, bro, this is the way it's gonna be. Nobody's gonna give you nothing.
In his ways to have that conversation. I understand that, but you ain't gotta be stern. Well,
As single mothers, you gotta play both of those roles. So,
Yeah, and that's the problem.
so
as a
you're
single
gonna
father too.
nurture
As a
That's the
single
problem.
father,
It's too many single mothers.
and then turn around and say, "All right, suck it up." You know,
Yep.
and
It's too many. It's
father
too many single mothers out here. You know that? It's too many. Where's all these daddies at? I mean, you was there to
that's
knock me
finna
up,
they either left or got banished.
or they in jail.
or
Put
gay.
it. Yeah, that's my point. Why
Because it's easier to imitate us than be with us.
Ooh,
imitate you?
that's you know what, Messy? You might have
Dang.
said something.
Woo!
You
You
might
know
have
what?
said something.
I'm gonna have to find out where you live at. I'm gonna have to come in and kick you on your foot.
You might have said something, Messy. You might have
Because
said
you know what? That is the problem. But then you got the same thing. Why do women try to emulate us? Because let me ask the question, and I don't want to change your subject, but let me ask you
wait.
this.
All right, go ahead.
Why, if you're a woman and you want to be with a woman, do you dress like a guy? do you pimp like a guy, you sag your pants like a guy, and you do everything that a guy does. Just like a man. If you a man and you want to be with a man, why do you put on a dress and emulate a woman? Somebody explain that to me.
I don't
It's
I'm
know.
waiting. I'm
I,
waiting.
I think
it's
we're gonna do
competition.
a gay panel because people want to know and they should be educated. Yeah.
Yes, I
I,
want to be educated because I don't know why.
I we gonna say that for the panel.
All right.
But we do got a question for you. Rose wants to know, how do you feel if a woman makes way more than a man?
Oh, you know what? I love it.
Really?
Yes. You know why? Let
You
me tell you something.
saying that, but I
No,
guarantee
hold on.
you,
Let me tell you something.
if a
I
woman
told my
make,
wife if she can make what I make, I can quit my job and do what I want to do for a living. I can start cooking. I can
that's what
cook
you
and
said,
make my money. So, I would love it wholeheartedly with a passion if she could make what I make.
Well,
Oh,
you
Okay.
know,
welcome Noah.
Let me just say this, right? I work at a car dealership. Now,
oh Lord, so you got money.
Right? We need a
no,
hookup. You work at a car
I,
dealership?
I'm a receptionist. Okay.
Oh Lord, you don't make no money there.
No.
She said
Okay.
no.
But I'm gonna tell you something. The majority of the men that work at these dealerships, they have women that make more money than them. I
Yep,
mean, pay all the bills.
Well, that's a scary
They
thing.
have to invest in their career.
yep.
So,
Cause they on commission. If
right.
they don't sell, they don't make no money.
So, majority of the time, the women purchase the house. They have the car. So when they get to where, when they say dealership guys are cheaters, it's so true. When they get a woman that is needy, they feel like a king. No
Absolutely.
matter what he's giving her, the side chick, he feels like a king because
Yeah.
he don't have to go home to a woman that says, "Well, I pay all the bills here. You haven't paid the rent, or you haven't paid a mortgage in the last 6 months because he didn't make commission. He only sold 4 cars."
mm.
So
But
it
you know,
depends.
that's
It
where the
depends
problem comes
on
in at. Because
the balance.
even as men, and I had to learn that myself. Because you know what, I've always made more money than my wife. Every time we get in an argument, I will always throw up, "Oh, I pay for this. I pay for that. I pay this. I pay that." And you know what? Because my wife would tell you when we got together, I told her, I said, "You ain't got to work. I'll take care of you." But you know what happened? My wife finally got tired of me keep saying, "I do this, I do that," and she went and got her own job.
Mm.
And if
So
you was
she
my
told,
husband, you'll be tired of grits too.
I mean, she would have got her own job, and then she make great money. And but you know what? But it took all of that to put me in my place because the thing is, I was like, you know what? I had a woman that would stand at home, make sure that I had breakfast when I left, had dinner when I came home, lunch if I came home at lunch, made sure the house was clean, everything was done, everything. But every time we got an argument, first thing I say is, "Well, you don't own nothing here. I own all this because I'm the one paying for it." And you know what? It came back to bite me right in my black tail.
Mm. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And look at God.
You know what? Don't go there.
this this next one kind of piggybacks off of what we was talking about a few minutes ago. Have anyone ever considered an alternative lifestyle relationship? Whether that's a throuple, chain, open, swinging, uh, sexless, um,
Can I
whatever.
answer that?
Go ahead.
Y'all see that TikTok girl? She heard something. Yes, I considered it. Y'all saw how pretty she is.
uh-uh.
Yeah, consider it. Yeah. hmm Yeah,
I
I
need-
did. No, but not seriously. I, seriously, I don't think you can really consider it. It's whatever is taking place around you. I don't think people consider being gay. They just start hanging out with people that is okay with that lifestyle. So they come to grips to say, well, maybe I am, or it's okay to have couples. I stay in a town where if you see a pineapple in somebody's car, you better not have long conversations with them.
For real? What that mean?
Swingers,
You said slavery?
swingers.
Swingers.
Oh,
Oh, oh,
slavery.
oh, oh.
Yeah, you know what? You are in slavery. You're enslaved to the white man.
He said slavery.
And I say he is enslaved. He is enslaved to the white man if you're a swinger. That's
So
something that black people never thought of.
oh, but
We
they
never thought of
are
stuff like that.
they are
Yeah,
in
now
it.
they doing it. Yeah, they doing it now because they see it. And it's advertised, is promoted, it's everything. But that's not the way we used to be. But we are now. And why?
I think
Society.
I think was foretold.
In love with the person you're with, that
Can't hear you. Can't hear you, E.
made you want to sit out there and go and be with somebody else. Because hey, because let's be realistic. If you're pleasing your man and your man pleasing you, why do you need somebody else?
Um, some people insatiable. Some people that's just their thing, I guess.
No, it's not their thing. It's what they was taught. Is what they was showed.
Let me ask
Because,
you. Let
Some actually experience it for themselves.
but
Don't forget, it's always an exception to the rule. Some of these people
right.
no,
experienced it for themselves and liked it.
you had to see it in order to even know about it. Because let me tell you something. Now, Big Mister, you are married to 100% black woman.
Right?
Go home right now and tell her, "Hey, honey, I'm thinking about bringing this woman into the bedroom."
Yeah, right.
Okay, my point exactly. My
Hey,
point
Kate,
100%.
don't worry. I help you dig the hole and everything, girl. Make sure we put some coffee on the ground and stuff. I got you.
Yeah, man,
See,
it was foretold. It was written. Yeah.
no, it wasn't for a total written. It what was said was that the angel when us as human beings that God created in His own likeness, and we started to um to procreate and do stuff with angels, that's when it all fell down. It wasn't foretold that this is what's supposed to happen, because this was never supposed to happen. What was supposed to happen is that we wouldn't have never made it past um us still walking around naked. But because God give us a choice to decide what it is we want to do, because He's not a person or a being that makes us do what it is that He wants us to do. He gave us a choice. People get choices, and when they get choices, a lot of times they make the wrong choice. And that's what's been happening. People keep making the wrong choices, keep making the wrong choices, and keep making the wrong choices. And as long as we as a society allow it, it's gonna keep happening. We're not standing up, because that's just like, how do you know that it was one lady who stopped prayer in the schools? One lady, because they used to have prayer right after the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right.
One lady got sick of it and said she didn't like it, and she did what she had to do to stop it. and it stopped. This is what I'm saying. All it takes is one person from God knows where they at. But if they don't like something or they do like something, all they got to do is just promote it, and everybody gonna follow along. And that's the problem that we having nowadays. That's the reason why we not having good marriages right now that used to last 50, 60 years. Now you know the life expectancy of a marriage now? 5 years.
And you doing good if you make it to 5.
That's my point. But why? They used to last 40, 50 years. Matter of fact, I know people right now that's been married 80 years.
Damn.
Wow.
Well, also you have to think about it. Our society is a microwave society again.
Yep.
We
Everybody
do,
want to quit.
and it's that everything is so visual. You know, I understand why women feel like, oh, let me get this bigger butt, not for my husband, but so I can look good for the outside men.
That's my point.
Odin say his
Okay,
didn't last 1 year.
That you know what, Miss Messi, I'm gonna tell you something. You just said something
We can't hear you, E.
with you because it's gonna mess me up. You gonna mess up my whole personality.
no, seriously,
But that's the
women
problem
will.
that we're having now. They're not trying to look good for who they're with. Because think about it. If I got with you and I was looking this way, um, why do I got to do this now?
uh, come on now. Because
No,
you still want them to find you attractive and not wonder.
Okay,
no. That's
no,
not why they do it. That's not why they do it. They do
Mr.
it
E,
because, like Miss Messi said, they want everybody to be happy with it.
You breaking up, E.
I want to
If
say
you
this
happy
too.
with it,
Even
good.
if we're married, it can't always be night. No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, we need to always have a visual appetite for our men. Okay, we got to have a physical appetite, a sexual appetite, emotional appetite, and maybe a communication appetite. We need to always have those links to our man. Okay, but there's a time when we link it, and there's times we don't. For example, if your man is telling you he don't like makeup, and a woman is putting every pound of pancake, every liquid foundation on her face and walking out the door, she's not looking good for her man now. She's looking good for the outsider. All right. Somebody right now said, damn, you see that woman right there looking like a clown? I want her. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? That is totally different than trying to look good for your man. Because, yeah, you have to always look good for your man. If your man is, even if you gain a little weight, you got to know how to handle that weight. You get what I'm saying? Yes, he don't want your shirts too small on you. No, you don't look attractive, but you can find clothes that fit and make it look still look good. That's
Right.
different.
I agree.
You
So,
know what, Big Mister, you agree with everything.
I mean, if it makes sense to me, I gotta agree with it. But I'm gonna piggyback off of that.
Sense.
Here's the next one. Now, I'm gonna say this before I read it. We all got something that we find, you know, if somebody does that, it's just no rap. Point blank period. We all have that moral meter, you know. So the question is this: everyone wants to be loved and accepted unconditionally by someone in this world, even if it's just one person, by someone in this world. So it's only right we accept and love someone unconditionally as well. But what if by doing so, you learn that the person has done something you deem despicable? 9 years, 4 kids in, no matter what it is, you vow never to use it against them. What do you do?
Messi, I'll let you go first.
Um,
Some quieter. What?
that's the word that got quiet when I said that comment.
Lord have mercy. Hey,
He said,
you need to keep
"Oh,
that. You need to keep that paper so you can say it again next time. Well,
all right."
while she trying to communicate with her brain and get her thoughts together, I'm gonna tell you like this: if y'all been together for 9 years and y'all got 4 kids in, and you don't know something that she did or that he did that you don't agree with, y'all shouldn't have been together from the start.
We ain't doing that. That ain't the question.
Nope. I'm trying to tell you
Answer that.
how
Answer the
how
direct question.
how can you how can you
Answer
be
the
with
direct question.
how can you be with somebody for 9 years and not know
Guess
every
what,
aspect
opinionated
of
E?
their life?
Opinionated E. Guess what? We ain't doing this tango.
But how can you? How can you?
Okay,
It's
let me ask
plausible. It's plausible.
you, can we go back to a conversation we said why I said we can't be best friends? My topic,
Oh,
my partner can't be best friends. It's because I need an outlet. All right, this is not necessarily have to be with cheating or infidelity. I need an outlet. I don't need you judging me every 5 minutes. I need. I don't need that. So if you find out something about me later on, like, oh, I didn't know that you. That's none of your business. Not because I don't love you. I need an outlet. I need an outlet. I need a girl talk. I need a mama's talk. If I, you still have your mama in the picture. You don't need to be my everything other than my husband. I need an outlet.
mm,
And yeah, respect that. Yes, we don't need to be married because I want you to have an outlet as well. And only because I want to be able to trust your outlet, your decisions. And I need you to do that exact same thing. My decision, my
My
you know what I
you,
mean, Messi?
my you.
You need a grip on reality.
outlet. No, absolutely not.
Let me read some of these.
I agree. I agree with Messi.
Let me read.
You
My you
need to have
says.
that.
My you says no one is perfect. There's no perfect relationship. Forgiveness is the key, but it might be hard to forget. Rose says, "How
Wait,
can
read
you?"
that again. That was talking.
Oh, okay. She said, "No one is perfect. There's no perfect relationship. Forgiveness is the key, but it might be hard to forget." Rose said, "How can you marry someone you don't trust?" It's not that you didn't trust him, Rose. You just didn't know. Double
Uh,
H said, "Love is conditional."
what?
My
Love is
you
unconditional.
no, she said it's conditional.
That's what she wrong. But let me say something, because you're a man, so you'll understand this. What I'm going to say. So how about if you've been married to this woman for 9 years, y'all got 4 kids together, then all of a sudden you sitting down and you watching a porno flick and you see her in it.
That's not your business.
No, no, hold on.
See, I
You,
mean, everybody
you,
had
hold
a
on. That's my point. So if y'all haven't discussed that in the 9 years that y'all been together,
past.
then
Hey,
it's something wrong.
Well,
it's
can I say this?
go ahead, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. Why are you watching a porn?
Because some husband and wife do it together.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I would hope that you'll know the porn if you're just watching it by yourself.
But
I
no,
mean,
no, I didn't say that. I said if you watching it and you see it, I mean, you should already know that. Okay, Because what I get with you is certain things that we talk about. Well, you know what? You may run across this, but if you do, hey, that was my life then. This is my life now.
We got
So
Double
let me
H
ask
on
you,
the panel. Welcome, Double H.
can
Hey,
I say this? Hi.
Hey,
What about all those marriages about to be destroyed after the freak nest?
After the what?
I better not see none of my aunties up there.
After the what?
I remember them days, the freak neat.
The freak nest. The freak nest.
Oh man, because
Let me tell
hey,
you something. Some women, they was in their, they was in, not high school, but they was in college,
knowledge. Yeah,
right? They was in college. That probably slipped their mind by the time they got to their husband.
man, ain't
That's
slipped their mind. They know it's out there.
You know what I mean? Like
They know
now,
it's out there. We all know.
Hold
We
on,
all know
hold
it's
So
on.
out
let's see
there.
what
Yeah, hold
let's
on.
see what Double H has to say. We got Double H on the panel. Welcome, Double H. I had stepped out for a minute. I had to use the bathroom.
hey. So I have put that love is conditional, which it is. I mean, unless it's your children, love is conditional.
I was thinking,
I mean, I could
Wow.
love um my boyfriend to the end of the world. You know what I mean? But once he puts his hands on me, that love is not there anymore. You
mm,
talk to me foul, that love's not there anymore. So love is conditional. You
No,
can't say that, okay, so if your wife came up to you, started punching you, talking to you all kinds of ways, that love is going to be unconditional. You're going to be like, okay, it was just a moment. I still love you, babe.
and you know what? And I have done that. Yes, because see, true love is unconditional. See, that's the problem that we are in this society today. Love like you said, and a lot of people believe love is conditional now. Oh, I love you as long as you agree with me. I love. They go back to the first thing that we said. I love you as long as you're catering to me. I love you as long as you're doing what I asked.
well,
No,
can I
that's
say
the
this?
problem.
It's just like our new society. If you don't go the way I want you to go, you're canceled.
That's my point. So that's love is if you look up love in the dictionary, true love is unconditional. That's the way that God loves us. No matter how many times we screw up, He right there to take us back. That's unconditional love. That's when you really love somebody. And that's the way that God said that we're supposed to love each other the same way. I will love you regardless. You know what? Yeah, it's hard. And
Hey,
yeah,
you
it's
know what? No, bro, and I hate to do this, but I had that conversation with somebody. And know they told me if that was true, how come if we go against His word, the wages of sin is death, and we go to hell?
because you know why? Because God give us choices. Like I said earlier, it's a choice. We have choices that we have to make.
I understand
He
that.
don't know, no, because if he didn't love us, he wouldn't give us a choice. He would give us this is the way it's gonna be. This is the way y'all gonna be. We all be walking zombies and robots. But because he love us unconditionally, he say, you know what? Hey, this your choice. If you want to go and mess up, you go mess up. That's you.
Oh,
But
I believe He loves
but
us
he also says,
100%.
even if you mess up, I'll take you back. How many of
After
us
you
as people
repent.
do that? How many of us as people do that?
A lot.
No, not a lot. There's a
A,
few of us.
a good example just happened today.
Oh no, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. Because I don't care what nobody says. And yes, I love the Lord, and yes, but I feel like if a man ever puts his hand on a woman, you know what? First of all, he ain't a man. Second of all, if I was there, he might have got taken out. Because the thing is, no, bro, you don't do that. I don't care what she said. You're supposed to be the man. Walk away, bro. Walk away. You don't punch no woman in the face hard enough to knock her out.
Yeah.
You don't put your hands on a woman, period.
Well, some
I mean,
women they think that's part of love.
see, yeah, some of them do because that's what they was taught. That's what some of them seen. They seen their mama get abused. They seen their aunties get abused. So they think, hey, well, you know what? If he didn't love me, he wouldn't hit me.
Or they think that toxicity
Oh
of
yeah,
having somebody
toxicity. Yep,
is okay.
yep. But that's still not true love. That's the thing. That's what we're confusing because that's not
But
true love.
you can't tell somebody that's not true love if they
Right.
only believe that.
You
So
can't tell
again,
them. You can't. But is it true love?
So are you saying true love and unconditional love are one and the same?
Yes. Yeah. True love is unconditional. And I'm not telling nobody to stand there and get physically abused, verbally abused, mentally abused. Because you know what? Because if that person loved you, truly loved you, they wouldn't be doing it to you. And if you truly love them, you wouldn't be doing it to them. That's the difference that people are not getting. True love is not there. That's emotions and affections.
So you gotta truly love yourself first, basically.
If you don't, you can't truly love nobody else. Because how can I love you when I don't love myself?
love comes later.
Some people don't know how to love themselves.
And
So
that's the problem.
it's
And
easier
that's
to
why they can't love nobody else.
well
They
they
put
think
on a show. They put on a show. They can go out. They can buy you stuff. They can do this for you. They can do that. Because what they're trying to do is prove to themselves that they love you. But they don't truly love you. Because if they love you, they will listen to you. If they love you, like what you said earlier, you wouldn't have to tell them that they need to do this for their wife in order for their wife to do this for them, or do this for their husband. So their husband, you know what? It will automatically come because that's true love. Like you said, like your wife said, she get up in the morning and cook you broke. How many times you had to ask her to do it? You don't. She just do it because she truly loves you. You don't have to ask a person that truly loves you to do it. You don't.
Let me just say this. I don't have to ask my alarm clock to turn on, but it does. Okay, that's
But
not
you
even
said it.
something good.
But you
No,
said it the one, didn't you?
I'm just saying I don't have to ask it every morning. Say, hey, can you turn on at 6:15? No, I don't have to ask that. I just said it. But at the end of the day, some people are not saying you, Kate, okay, but some people are programmed to please everything somebody needs. Is that true love? No, that's not true
No, it's
love.
not.
So you can't say that as a
No,
example because
that's
some
not what I
women,
said.
no,
See,
you
that's not what
didn't.
I said.
Some women
Because
are programmed to breathe, sleep, everything a man.
no, that is
Love.
not true love. That not at all. Not at all. Because like we said, because if a person does that, they're not truly in love with themselves. Only thing they truly in love with is the ideal of pleasing that person. That's the thing. If you're truly in love with yourself, then you're gonna make yourself happy and make that person happy as well. If you truly in love with making them happy, you don't love yourself because you
That's not
can't be
true.
happy. No, you can't be
I'm
happy.
thinking about myself, and I'm putting myself in that situation, and I don't agree.
How? How can you not agree?
I love myself, but I love to please my husband too, and
So,
it feels good
so your whole life is
making him
nothing
serious.
but pleasing him.
Huh?
Your whole life is nothing but pleasing him.
Well,
Let
no,
me
it
just tell
can't
you
be.
this.
That's not possible.
That's my point. That's the
Okay,
point I'm
so
trying to make.
I have my uncle, my real life uncle, not Uncle E. Um, he loves to please other people around him. He loves to see people not stress about things.
Yep.
All right. Okay. That's his personality. Okay. That's something that he's been taught by my grandmother to just the elders in the family. Just he and when he finally got a woman, that's all he knew how to do is try to please her and make her life comfortable. But when he had a stroke, was she there? No. So again, that's somebody's personality, not love.
That's no, it's not. his personality or her personality is he was in love with her, but she wasn't in love with him.
I don't know if he was in love with her, but that
He
was
yeah, because the
that.
thing is, like me, my wife tell me the same thing. My wife say, you know what? You treat everybody so good and so pleasant, and everybody just love to talk to you and be around you. But when it comes to me, it's like you just yeah. And I sit my wife down and explain to my wife, have you ever looked at the way that you come and talk to me? I said, when I'm talking to other people, they receive me, they come to me a different way. When I'm talking to you, is no, you're trying to tell me what it is I need to do or what it is I need to say. No, that is not love. You're trying to make yourself, you want me to please you. No, it can't be that way. We have to please each other. And long as we please each other, that's like me and my wife went away this weekend. And man, we had the best weekend that we have had in 7 years.
Ooh.
Because you know what? We listened to each other. I listened to her, she listened to me. We had a chance to communicate and talk about what it is that we don't like about each other. Um, like I told her, I don't like the way you talk to me. Like she told me, I don't like the way that you don't communicate with me. And we sat down and we thought about that thing. I'm like, okay, all right, well then what do I need to do better to make this work for you? See, that's love. See, now if you just trying to appease that person, then you know what I would have said? Okay, baby, well, whatever you want, I'll do it.
uh,
But I
what
still
was
wouldn't have been
the
happy.
first thing? Say the first one again.
I said I wouldn't have been happy.
No, the
He
first one.
said he said they had a little like a
Yeah,
relationship
I heard that.
experiment
I
where
heard
they
that.
asked each
He said.
other.
He said. Then he said the first one. He said, "Okay." I said that. I said, what can I do to make you happy?"
Right. What can I do to make her happy and what can she do to make me happy? That's
Okay.
what we said.
And
We're
what was the
so
next?
so the next thing I said was I told her that I need her to stop talking to me like I'm a child. And she told me I need you to communicate with me.
Okay.
And that's been our biggest problem because I don't tell her nothing because I'm scared that if I say it, oh, first thing you're gonna be is and
He said, "Oh my gosh,
I'm like, what the?
goodness
I
gracious!"
don't want to hear that. So after we got past that, you know what? We sat down and had a long conversation about different things that has happened, different things that have been done. And you know what? And we actually understood each other.
Okay. Be honest. What I'm about to ask you right now. Be honest.
Okay.
Who do you think is really responsible for the communication breakdown amongst men and women?
Me, me,
Men? You
yeah,
think so?
me.
Okay.
Because I put it like this: in my relationship is me. I'm not gonna say all men, but in my relationship is me. It's been me.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
say that 100%.
Um,
No, so you didn't expect that,
I'm
did
going
you?
to say
You didn't expect that.
no.
But it's
I
the truth.
expect. I did expect. I'm going to say. I'm going to say women.
But why? I think it's both.
It's because of how y'all come.
But if we as men, if we learn how to communicate better, then they wouldn't come at us the way that we did. Cause like I told you
I'm
today,
sorry. I'm sorry.
when
I know. I love
because
my
when
wife.
I sat down and
And
I talked to my wife and I told her what my problem was, she understood.
It's
listen,
not
I
what you
love.
say, it's how you say it.
Right.
I said that
That's
a
my
lot.
point.
Right.
You know what? I'm back to agreeing with you again. Good God.
And that and
I'm gonna have to go to sleep.
how you coming, right? But and I love my wife and I'm down with all and I'm down to all females, women, my family, all that thing. Mr. High too, so I get the rambling. But what I'm about to say is this. Sometimes y'all let that pride, that emotion, y'all get hurt for whatever reason, and all that communication,
Men too.
and all that communication, y'all become very, very swift with that tongue, and y'all say some things that cut hard. Y'all, I mean, yeah.
You know what? You sound very emotional. You just got like
Hey,
off the track.
No,
The
I
whole
didn't.
the
hey,
whole point is honestly,
No,
if you're gonna communicate, it takes two people,
no.
not one. At the end of the day,
See,
if
hey,
you're gonna set a tone,
you see that?
if you're gonna
hey,
say
big,
no because
I
you
even
sound too
say, I
emotional,
even say
hey,
nothing.
hey, big mister,
I,
hey,
no,
hey, big mister,
if you're gonna,
I
if you're
ain't
gonna,
say nothing.
big mister. Let me tell you something.
Cake's ready to peel my mom.
Hey, Miss Cakes. Let me tell you something. One of the things that I've learned because Big Mister know me. First of all, I don't cuss. So with me not cussing, oh, I learned how to say something that'll cut you deeper than any cuss word you will ever say to me. Anything. I've learned that. I practiced it. I've become a professional at it. Because if you say something to me that I don't like, the first thing I'm going for is I'm gonna go for your mama or your daddy.
oh my
Really.
gosh,
Cause I already know it's gonna hurt. I already know it's gonna hurt. I got you right there. See, so it ain't even about that. I'm trying to tell you because you know you learn these things. You pick it up because you know what you like. You know what I know. I'm not gonna sit here and let you cuss me out and call me every mf'er and this and that and this and that, and I ain't gonna cuss back at you. So you know what I say? Oh, that's why your mama a hoe.
Really.
That's why your daddy a pimp. You know, I mean, I'm coming back. But I'm gonna tell you this, Miss Cake. One thing that I can tell you about that knucklehead that you got that you call your husband. Cause you heard what I said. You call your husband. You know what I mean? Cause I don't know what he is. But you got you a good man. I'm gonna tell you this, cause all he do all day, and I swear, good God, I love my wife to death, but God, don't. Um, all he do is just talk about how good his wife is. And I don't understand it. I'm still trying to get to that point, even in my life, even with the changes that I'm making now, and I'm trying to grasp reality. Um, I don't know.
do it take time or is it something that
Yeah, they
every
do, and that's why I love talking to y'all because y'all can get into it 1 second, and the next second, y'all good.
well, if anything that you hear or see on YouTube,
Oh,
don't
I know
believe
they ain't real.
because I just really honestly be messing with him. I like to challenge him.
Oh,
But
I know.
anything, if you see or hear anything off air, what you say, babe? What's
Oh
the
yeah. Oh,
name?
believe me. Oh, believe me. Oh, cause I done met you off
The
air.
answer
You
is
know that.
no.
Hey, you know I done met you off air. So hey, cause I used to try to joke with you every morning. Why you think I stopped? I had to ask Mister. I was like, man, is she mad at me or something? What I do? He was like, bro, she don't play like that. Oh, okay, I got you.
we,
Oh, all
we,
right.
we as a whole don't play like that. Not just me. Cause let me smile or say or laugh at a joke. That could be my ass back at home. You know, like it's us together, not just me. It's us together as a
Oh,
family.
well, see, he ain't never showed me that yet, but you have. You showed me.
Well,
You showed me.
yeah, I guess I gotta stand for
What? What? Hey, why
it.
you think? Why you think the sandwich joke stopped?
Cause you got it.
Yeah, I got it real quick. I don't want no sandwich no more.
But overall, honestly, like, cause to sum it up, what Mister was trying to say, I don't know, and then I go into something else. It takes two people to communicate, regardless. If one person communicate, you already lost. You know, it takes two. So whoever's gonna set the tone, it does depend on the relationship.
Yep.
Not up
But
to
you
a
gotta read.
man
You
or
gotta
a
read.
woman.
You have to read the room too. Because just because they're a man don't mean they ain't gonna be receptive to you coming
Setting the tone is
a
reading the
brolic
room.
way. I mean, sometimes you have to meet people where they at to have that conversation.
And also, sometimes you gotta hold your emotions back.
Oh, what Triple H at?
Just
Because if you're spilling your
You
emotions
know-
out too fast, maybe it's you
you know,
instead of the woman that's
but see,
not being reciprocal.
but see, that's what
Your feelings
that's-
is getting in the way.
That's what
and
women
clouding
like.
your
That's
thoughts.
what some women like to do. As soon as a man expresses himself, they're emotional. They're big.
I didn't say all
They're
that.
big. Get out your feeling, little bit. Yeah, I mean, but just because they expressing themselves. But you want men to express yourself, but just not like that, huh?
Hey, Missy.
We gotta hold our crotch.
Uh-huh.
You know I love you, right? But
What you think about that foolishness?
What foolishness?
That big Mister talking about.
I was speaking facts.
Okay. See, let me ask you a question. No offense, Uncle. I feel like sometimes when you talk that you want everybody to go, not us, but your wife to go with your flow. And when you was talking about the communication, this is just me thinking. I'm just in your loop right now, not in your household, but just in your loop. That it, you're so demanding that she has to feel like she has to attack before anything happens. You ever think that? And your
Okay.
communication is clash because you already come stronghold. So whatever you say goes, and she feels like, hey, I need to say something. So she attacks instantly. Not because she's nasty, she just gotta fight what she's still with.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So like
Yep.
sometimes our communication is due to not necessarily saying you're a bad person, but it's just your personality is starting to clash with her identity. So she feels
Okay.
like she got to take control over that, her personal identity.
Okay. You know what? And I agree with you. Hey, big Mister,
Uh-huh.
what's my screen handle?
Opinionated E.
That's my point.
I thought it was Big E.
So Rose says she feels opinionated E wants an ownership, not a partnership. She hopes you
Amen. Hallelujah. Somebody said it. Thank you,
Wow.
Rose.
Well, Miss Rose, let me
Good
break
job.
it down to you. No, I want a partnership, and I have a partnership. But what I want everybody to know is that this is a two-way street, and I refuse to be stuck in a situation where I have to appease you. I'm not gonna do that. I have an opinion just like you have an opinion. And see, I was in the military, and what the military taught me, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. So, with that being said, no, it's not controlling. Is you're gonna tell me what you think, and I'm gonna tell you what I think. And either we can come together and get it right, or
Can't hear you, E. We can't hear you. Did you mute your mic by accident? Um, yeah.
What's the background? Who has background noise? Can you reach your mic?
So I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So one of the issues, well, I wouldn't say issues, but um, my boyfriend asked a question. He's like, when I'm wrong, you're supposed to stand with me. And if I'm right, you're supposed to stand with me. And I told him, if you're wrong, you're wrong. And I should tell you you're wrong. And if you're right, I'll stand with you. But it wouldn't make sense to stand with you when I know you're wrong, if that makes sense. Does that make sense or no?
I feel where you're coming from.
Somebody else is in the building.
Oh,
I
somebody
heard
else.
the doorbell.
Yeah.
Can you bring him up? Okay, let me see who it is.
I don't see it.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, hold on. That's you?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel where you're coming from because I would want Cakes to stand with me whether I'm right or wrong. And you can tell me about myself in private.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be like out in front, like to embarrass or anything like that. But
I mean, I think you should stand with them, right or wrong. Does it depend on what it is? Yeah. But some things you just can't stand by a person for. I mean,
yeah.
you don't want to jeopardize your morals.
Well, let me know when I can say something.
What up, Ruby?
Hey, Ruby.
What do you think, Cakes? Would you stand by me, right or wrong?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead, opinionate it.
All right. You remember we had this discussion at work when we pulled up to the gas pump. My wife and the other lady got into it. And my wife wouldn't move and she wouldn't move. So they kept going back and forth. And I was going to the store to pay for the gas. And the lady rolled down the window and started cussing me out. And when I tried to make things right, her husband got out of the car and started talking trash to me. So I said, well, we can handle this like men. Let's go over here in the grass. And he leaned in the car and told his wife, hand me the scrap. Now, you know, I keep a gun on me at all times. So I pulled my gun out and he started saying, oh man, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing.
What? That's
My
crazy.
wife came up and started cussing me out and apologizing to them. And I'm like, what? You my wife. And come to find out later on, she was like, well, I didn't hear what they had said to you. I didn't know what happened. And I'm like, but you're my wife. You should always got my back, regardless. Because just like I'm gonna have your back, regardless of you right or you wrong. In public, we won. At home, we do whatever.
I understand that. I understand that.
But how was you wrong if somebody threatened with
Oh,
a weapon? And
I
then you
was wrong because she didn't hear what the guy said. She thought I just pulled a gun on the guy.
so
And I
she
told my wife, you should know me better than that. You should know that if I go for my gun, it's because it's necessary. And the police had to explain to her because he watched the video. He
mm,
saw the guy lead into the car when he told his wife to give his scrap. And then she finally understood.
mm,
How that made you
wow.
feel?
You know, it made me feel real bad because, first of all, I almost killed another black man for nothing. It made me feel bad because my wife didn't have my back.
Mm,
It made me feel bad because I'm like, as my wife, you think that I'm just out here waving a gun around? You should know me better than that.
And did you say at first it was who was arguing first?
The guy wife and my wife.
Okay. Did
And
you
I
did
was,
you try to calm her? You tried to calm her down. You say
yes, I got out the car to go pay for gas. And the lady pulled up, rolled her window down, and started cussing me out. And I apologized to the lady. I said, ma'am, we didn't see you. And she was like, how you didn't see me? I got this big black car and you didn't see me. And I kept explaining to her, I'm sorry, ma'am. You see, I wasn't driving. My wife was driving. I apologized. And then the guy go get out the car and told me something. Nigga, you ain't talking to my wife like that. I'm like, what? I ain't saying that wrong to her. I'm apologizing. And then that's when it escalated.
Mhm.
now. See the women. One of them could have just backed off. I ain't pointing the finger at nobody, but one of them could have just backed off. They ain't even have to get to that point.
And that's the point. My wife decided to back off after it was already escalated. That could have been done from the start.
That's and me and my wife, we always talk about not putting each other in situations where harm could come to us or we could do harm to someone. So we
And and
if
that's
it's
what
small,
hurts me right to the day.
yeah, if it's something small, if it ain't detrimental, sometimes just say fuck it.
mm-hmm. Right. That's what I
Sometimes
was gonna say.
it don't make you the smaller person. It don't make you weak. By doing that, you don't know. You could have just saved your own life. Because people's crazy out there nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep,
some people are just waiting for the moment for, you know what I
yep.
mean? Because if you were apologizing, what is it? How were you talking to his wife? You know what I mean? Like you're apologizing. So
That
at that point, I don't think anything you said or your wife could have said would have de-escalated the issue. He probably was having a bad day, and that just it wouldn't have stopped. You know what I mean?
and you know what? That's the funny part because he said he was having a bad day, and I told him so was I, bro. I just found out my aunt died, and I said, and you talking about handing you your scrap, and you ain't got one, man. I could have shot you,
Yeah.
and I explained that to him. I said, I could have killed you.
Yeah, that's I don't, well, you know
Sometimes
what?
people don't think things fully through before
Right.
they act or speak.
Yeah.
And you know what? And that's what, like I tried to explain to you, big Mister. Oh, I've been really going through something. Cause that tore me up. Yeah. Cause
And
it's enough of our black men dying today, and I almost took another guy's life over words.
that's when you have to communicate with your. That's when like certain communications need to be like important. Like, hey, how do we not have these problems again? Sometimes you gotta like let it roll off because if she don't know your level, you don't know her level. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta learn how to learn each other's level. No matter if somebody's wrong or right at this moment, you gotta understand. Like, be honest with you, I would have to look at it like it was everybody's fault, not just one couple's fault, not the man that says, "Hey, give me my strap." It was everybody's fault because you actually came to the fight with a gun. Okay, you actually came to it like, yeah, I'm
No,
ready.
I carry
Not
a
like
gun
that.
everywhere I go.
You get what I'm saying? Like you're ready for anything. So you
That's right.
playing with me, you playing with me. That's on you, right? But at the end of the day, y'all have to understand each other's temperament and y'all level. Because women will go out here and hey, you cut me wrong at church. You want to get it.
Oh, I carry a gun to church.
You want to get it, okay? And I mean
No,
words, not the gun.
no,
You
I
know,
carry a gun to church. The pastor okayed me to bring a gun to church because I'm security. So I don't go out my house without my gun on me. Period.
but y'all just gotta understand when you have a couple, you have to understand how to escalate each other's temperament. Because even though I will assume that I know y'all probably don't go around here, fussing people out, but how's y'all level of it? Like, hey, chill out, ma'am. Have a good day. Go on with your day. You know what I'm saying? We didn't
Right.
hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, that ego.
Yeah.
Even women, we have that ego. So
Yeah.
again, matter who's right or wrong, how are we gonna squash our ego so we
And
walk together?
if you can figure that out, please let me know. Because
Well, you gonna have to figure that out.
no, no,
I
no. I
can't.
mean, you brought it up.
No, I mean just saying, like y'all know y'all level.
And that's my point. Because the
Like
way,
your wife's
the,
eyebrows touch her line. She about to go off. Okay, like you do that eye roll 2 times in a row, she's about to go off. Like, lady, leave her alone. Okay? Same thing for you. She knows when you bite your upper lip. Hey, mister, go on with your day. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta learn each other's temperament so y'all don't have this
I get it.
problem.
but see, that's the thing. I don't think it's us not knowing our temperament. What I think it is at the point she was mad, and then when I was all right, but then when he said what he said to me, see, one thing it is like I try to tell everybody. See, God is still working on me. He ain't done yet, and I don't forget where I came from and what I grew up having to do. So, with that being said, you not gonna talk to me any kind of way.
Can't hear you, E. Hello? Can you hear me, Biggie? Out. Drop down and come back up.
Well, with that question that young lady had asked, I'm a terrible person. If you're wrong, I can't stand by you. Not like that. I have to let you know you're wrong. I should not have to feel like I need to go with the flow because you're with me. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. So I'm not that much help right now because I'm like, hey, I'm not going to go to please you.
I mean,
For example, like if, for example, and I always say it don't necessarily have to be a crime, but for example, if my spouse talk reckless to my parent, oh, you're gonna get it, okay, and you're gonna get it. I should not have to stand up behind a grown man for you to know that you have to respect my mother. You know what I'm saying? My mom's respecting you only if she's respecting you. But for some odd reason, if you're just being an asshole and you just decide to cuss her out or whatever, you're wrong. You're wrong. There's no in between. And that's the reason why people will start walking over the top of you because now you feel like I have to go with the flow of everything he does or she does. So no, I will say if you're wrong, you're wrong. And if you get chastised for certain things in front of people, you deserve it. And I'm only saying that from a certain point of view because I wouldn't understand why I would have to go with him if he's wrong for committing a crime. Or I'm like, why am I even with him if he's committing a crime and I have to go for him?
so
So I wouldn't think that will be the case of him being wrong.
Hello?
I'll say,
yeah,
yeah.
so would you want him to be staying with you if you're wrong?
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
That ain't the question.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Would you want him
I
to
would
stay
hope
with you?
that he would have that same moral with me.
Huh. Okay. Eh,
Yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't feel like I need to be sugarcoating my bad behavior to make me
So
feel
so if that's the end of the relationship, that's just it.
right. Hey, I got one. I can get another one.
Okay. Uh, Hey, I
Can
don't.
you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. So that's two people say that say no, and two people say yeah. I don't know, Double H. you still steadfast when not standing by him.
Well, I mean,
No.
in
Uh,
public, if it's like, like if, we're at a register, a fast food place, and, he takes it wrong or whatever. If he's wrong, I probably would be like, well, pull him to the side or something else. I wouldn't like say something in front of somebody else to like where he feels like I'm belittling him or something like that. But I definitely feel if you're wrong, you're wrong. And why would you want me to say you're right when I think we both would know that you're wrong? You know what I mean?
I just think it's the sense of loyalty, I guess. I mean, don't be a. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. Because you want. I would stand. I would. That's just me. Olden says, stand with me regardless. But if I'm wrong, let me know. I can correct myself.
okay, I like that answer because that means that he's not afraid of growth. When you standing by somebody that is wrong and they know they're wrong, but they want you to still be okay with their wrongness, that's no growth. That's the difference.
Okay.
That's like having a child that you tell them no, and they learn how to manipulate somebody else to get what they want. That's all it is, a manipulation.
If you, hey, I guess, don't stand by it. I ain't gonna. The choice is yours, Double H. um, Cause I see both sides, but I still gotta stick with what I say.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. But I still gotta stick by what I say. Um, how long y'all been together? Or is this just a hypothetical or
Yeah.
okay? Well,
What I miss?
oh, nothing. We still
Nothing.
talking about the standby, stick by.
Oh, okay.
Um,
But
I
can I
don't.
ask a question,
Go ahead.
Miss Cakes?
Yes.
Even if Big Mister is completely wrong, you got his back while you there, right?
Yep.
You'll ride or die.
Um, I don't really use that
Oh
term.
Lord, I'm
Use
sorry, Mister. I didn't mean to ask that question.
a ride or die. Maybe when I was 20 years old, but no.
Let me tell you something.
Not me being a mature grown ass woman.
Let me
Not
tell you something. I'm 50 years old and I need me a ride or die chick.
no.
Okay.
Because you know why? Because you know what? I'm gonna be there for her regardless, and I need her to be there for me regardless.
A
And
ride or die.
we'll discuss our differences at a later time.
I like that song, but I don't like that term.
What?
I don't agree with.
See. That mean you ain't ride or die, and that mean that hey, love ain't there.
Let me tell you something. I've seen the worst ride and die situations in my life.
Mm.
Okay. I've seen the worst ride and die situations. I've seen a woman carrying a man's 4 kids, and he turned around and have 6 other kids on, and she's a ride and die.
No,
All
that ain't
right.
ride or die. That's
Well,
just stupidity.
in her mind, she's a ride and die chick. Okay, nobody can't take her man. All right. I've seen women that actually went to jail because they want to ride and die for carrying some drugs because the man told her, "Hey, if I go to prison, I'm going to get 20 years. If you go to prison, you get 5 years." No, that's the wrong term.
See,
So yeah,
no,
I don't like that.
that's not ride or die. That's just stupidity.
Well, they don't know that.
No,
They
okay,
don't know.
well
It's
then,
levels to it.
then they need to be
Definitely
taught that
levels.
ride or die mean, you know what, you as my husband, I get, and I'm not talking about the girlfriend and boyfriend situation. If you're my wife, you should be there with me 100%. Even if I'm wrong, you there. And you know what? We'll discuss me being wrong later. But just like, because you is my wife, if you feel like, because it's like, okay, my wife be walking around the store, somebody come walk up to her, oh, good God, girl, you got a big booty. And then she come and tell me, now, let's be realistic. If I don't do nothing, then what?
You know what? I'm gonna be totally.
What you gonna do? Because they said your wife got a big booty.
You know
Like,
what I got? No. What I do is, I, excuse
go
me, sir.
smack it and keep it.
No,
And keep
excuse
it
me,
pushing.
sir. That was inappropriate. You do not speak to a woman like that.
But what I was told is a man can only go as far as a woman lets her. So if a man came up to her and said that, it would have been her place to say, "Excuse you, you're in the wrong area. Um, I'm a whole married woman," and
And
that would have cut it right there.
okay, well, what happens if she tell him that, but he keep following around the store?
Okay, at that point in time,
that's
then she
different.
can be like, "Hey, babe, this is what's going on over here."
Okay, and that's what happened.
Mm.
So me being opinionated the way that I am, I just gently walked up to the guy and said, "Hey, man, you shouldn't be doing that, bro.
That's that's different.
This lady married." But then when he look at me and say, "Oh, okay, now we got a problem. Now we got a problem because now you disrespecting me. Not only did you disrespect my wife, and she told you, but now you disrespecting me because once I tell you, as a man, you should say, 'Oh, you know what? My bad, dog. I'm sorry. I apologize,' and walk away."
Owen says, I've seen people get unalived over an argument based off some petty shit because they stepped up for someone they love.
Yeah, that happens.
I want to go back to the stand by your man thing. Me and Kate, we gonna stand by each other right or wrong. And we definitely gonna check each other. Trust me.
Right.
Especially if we had conversations and the same action is being done over and over, whether on purpose or just by simple mindedness, you might get your feelings hurt because you might get checked in public right then and there when you do it. 'Cause
But that's the point. You should never check her in public, and she should never check you in public.
After so many times of saying something,
No, 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 no. Y'all
it
should
happened.
never ever check each
I'm
other
not,
in public.
I'm not gonna lie, it happened. Gotta know it's not all right.
Right. It is not all right. But y'all should never check each other in public. You check each other behind closed doors.
Well, most of the time, but sometimes it happens. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. But that's how we rock and roll. Works for us. We understand we got proper respect. Sometimes
Well, you know what? See, that's the fact. But that's what I try to tell everybody. What works for one don't necessarily works for another.
yeah.
Because what y'all do is what y'all do. But what somebody else do is what they do. I mean, it'll never be that way that everybody is the same. Because you know what? Just like no two people are the same, no
Mm-hmm.
two couples ever gonna be the same.
Right.
They'll never be the same.
So you want to miss complete?
Right. But
What was you saying though? Because I had
uh,
stepped out of it.
I just say, that stand by each other. I say, yeah, we stand by each other right or wrong. But it comes times where we said things to each other that, behind the scenes, and sometimes we do it to each other out in public. Sometimes right then and there, we get checked right then and there. Because
Check back
right
in.
by each other. What you talking about? Don't come here and start trying to plead.
No, I just want to know if I agreed or not. I don't quite know what you're saying right now.
You know what I'm saying. Kings is not gonna be inebriated talk. Well, fat bam, gotta get up in the AM.
We've been on here for 2.5 hours.
We
2 hours
enjoyed.
and 30 minutes.
We enjoyed.
Shout out to everybody that came up to speak their chat.
Hey, Craig, you ain't got no job.
Easy E, Double H.
Messy.
I said Messy.
Oh, you said messy already.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, our moderators. Thank y'all for thumbs and a live up.
For sure though. Fam. As always, we enjoy getting together, talking, building, bonding, laughing.
It was a great convo tonight. Good topics, everyone.
Definitely. And I'm starting to see a so I don't see the type of fan band we got. And I like that everybody is diverse. Everybody is not like-minded, which makes everything more interesting. So, I got 5 on it. We got us on it. Hell, we all on it. And as long as we all on it, it's authentic and real. Y'all are up there. Y'all no, what's that word I say? Separation. We stand 10 toes, but we throw up that 5. Because 5 means a strong united fist, and we are a strong united front. This is M&M's in the Presenter's Family House. All are welcome. Most come as friends, some of you as family. Which one will you be? When in doubt, holler out. I got 5 on it, and I guarantee somebody else holler back. We all on it. So until the next time, hold up. You can't have Mr. Without the what?
Without the coconut cake.
Ain't no damn coconut cake. So until the next time, you hear your dog rhyme, fly to the mother effing waves.
Good night, y'all. See you on the next one.